Good morning, dear children. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe at home. Today in this class, we are going to study lesson 5, that is the toy box. The author of the chapter is Nicholas Horsburgh. It is written by Nicholas Horsburgh. This story is very interesting, full of mystery and suspense. In this chapter, we see the main 4 characters. First one is father, mother, and their 2 children named Matilda and Tom. This story is narrated by Tom in here, and that is why the pronoun I is being used in the chapter. In this story, we see that the family was shifted to the new house and all the members of the family are very much excited. But after reaching there, it was very scary and spooky for Tom. There were plenty of rooms in this big mansion. When Tom went to play to the toy room, he heard the feeble cry. First he thought that maybe that is the sound of the cat or his own imagination. But when he heard the cries again and again, he called the other members of the family. They too didn't believe him and they thought that simply he is making excuses. Now, dear children, let's study this chapter and find out what happened further. Dear children, let us see the meanings of difficult words in this chapter. Impressive, it means remarkable. Intolerable, unbearable. Prospect, expectation. Well manicured means neatly trimmed. So let us start the chapter. Open your books. Lesson number 5, the toy box. Don't look, said father as he eased the car into a lower gear. He and mother were sitting in the front, Matilda and I in the back. The tires made a pleasing crunch as they passed over a gravel. Father drove steadily, trying not to scatter the stones over the well-manicured lawn on either side of the narrow drive. As they were driving, Father instructed to the children, don't look. He told them to keep their eyes closed. Don't look. As he eased the car into a lower gear, as he put the car into a lower gear, he instructed his children. Father and mother, both of them were sitting in the front of the car, and Matilda and I stands here for Tom. They both were sitting at the back of the car. The tires made a pleasing crunch as they passed over a gravel. Gravel means the small stones or pebbles. And crunch means when something is crushed, my dear children. If we crush the paper, we get some crunching sound. That is called crunch. So, when the car was moving over the gravels, it made a crunching sound. Father drove steadily. Steadily means regular in movement, trying not to scatter the stones. Scatter means throwing in different directions, spreading here and there. So father was very careful in driving the car so that the small stones or pebbles should not scatter the either side of the narrow drive. Both the sides of the narrow drive, he was not willing to scatter the stones or pebbles. I want you both to shut your eyes and only open them when I tell you, said father. And father again instructed them to keep their eyes closed. And he said when he will tell, then only they should open their eyes. Why? Because he wanted to give them some surprise. Although we were excited at the prospect of seeing our new house, they were very much excited to see the new house. At the prospect, at the expectation or chance of this, seeing this new house, they were very much excited. We did as we were instructed. As they were very excited, they did whatever instructions were given to them. Mother had told us the week before that suitable accommodation had been found and that we would be moving in today. The week before, mother already informed them that the suitable accommodation means suitable place to live in was found and they were going to shift there. Father had said little. Father also told them little about it. You will see when we get there, he said in answer to our questions. Whenever Matilda and Tom asked father about the new house, he always said little about that. And he said that when they will be reaching there, they will come to know. The packers had been busy during the previous week. Packers means people, those who were packing the things of the house to shift from one place to another. So, in the previous week, last week, the packers were busy with packing. It had been fun living with boxes everywhere, and many of you might have experience of this, shifting from one house to another. Though it is very challenging for the parents, it is very funny or entertaining for the children because things are scattered here and there and they want to play in that. The same way Tom and Matilda were also enjoying with the boxes scattered in the room, spread in the room. Then suddenly our magical playground had been whisked away and we were left with a few suitcases. And suddenly magical playground is set for the room where many boxes were kept. So suddenly those boxes were taken to the new room, were shifted to the new house, and very few suitcases were left in the room right now. The large gates we had passed through a little earlier were impressive and the gardens magnificent. Little earlier, the gates which they crossed, which they passed, were very impressive. Impressive means very attractive or very remarkable gates these were, and the gardens were magnificent. Magnificent means extremely beautiful. The gardens were also extremely beautiful. Spring blossoms were everywhere. They could see the spring blossoms, the flowers everywhere in the garden. Birds twittered in the trees and bees buzzed about the flowers. They could hear the chirping sounds of the birds and the buzzing of bees. But now as we listen to the crunching gravel with our eyes shut, the suspense became intolerable. Now as they were passing over the gravels, they could hear the sound, the crunching sound of the gravels, and their eyes were closed. They could not see anything. So the suspense became intolerable for them. It was unbearable for them. You can open your eyes, announced father at last, as the car ground to halt. Halt means at the stoppage. When cars stopped at the stoppage, father instructed them to open their eyes. Wow, beautiful, said Matilda, as we looked at the house for the first time. When both of them opened their eyes, Tom and Matilda, Matilda was very much excited, very much happy to see the new house. She said that it's too beautiful. Wow, scary, said I. But for Tom, it was scary, it was fearful. Tom didn't like it much. The rambling mansion that stood before us seemed to tower into the sky. Rambling means spreading in many directions. Very big mansion means a grand house. So the rambling mansion that stood before us seemed to tower into the sky. It seemed that this grand house, big mansion is going to touch the sky. It was immense, it was old, and to me it seemed spooky. It was immense, immense means very large, very big, and it was very old house. And to me means, and for Tom, it seemed spooky. Spooky means strange or frightening. For Tom, it was scary and spooky. There's nothing scary about it. You will have a great time here, said Father. There's plenty to explore. I haven't seen the whole of it myself. By seeing the facial expressions of Tom, his father realized that Tom is disliking this house. So he said that nothing is scary here. And he said that there are plenty to explore. Means many new things to learn, to discover, to explore. I haven't seen the whole of it myself. Father said that he himself haven't seen all the rooms of the house, all the areas of the house, because it was such a big and grand mansion. Father, Mother and Matilda went straight into the house. But I, a little less enthusiastic, followed in my own time. Then Father, Mother and Matilda, the three of them, and straight went to the house. They entered into the house, but Tom, who was less enthusiastic, who was not much interested in this, followed in his own time. I caught up with the others in the spacious living room. Finally, he also reached to the spacious living room. Spacious means very large, having a lot of space. And he also reached in the living room. Your beds are upstairs, announced Mother excitedly. Rest all the members of the family were very much excited. And with excitement, his mother said that your bedrooms are upstairs. And there's a large room at the side of the house on the ground floor, which you can use as a playroom. Then she told them about one more room. It was very large and big, and Mother told them that they can use it as a playroom, and it was on the ground floor. She led the way along a dark corridor and we followed. The playroom was indeed large, but it seemed cold and damp. Along with their mother, they also went to the playroom now. And it seemed cold and damp. Damp means slightly wet or having some moisture in that room. So when they reached in the playroom, indeed it was very large, very big, but it was very cold and full of moisture. We'll have it warmed up in no time, Tom, Father assured me, noticing that I had shuddered. Shuddered means shivered as from fear. He was a little nervous, frightened. So, seeing his expressions, Father said that in no time it will be warm again. He went on to explain because no one has lived here for some time. The heating has been turned off. Father was explaining them that from long time nobody stayed in this house. That is why the heating of this house has turned off, has gone away, and they are feeling much cold in the house. There is plenty to discover, and you will have fun finding out where all the rooms are. He said that many new things they will learn in this house, they will discover many things, and the many new rooms they will find in this house. There were a number of rooms in that great mansion. An hour later, when we had been through the house from top to bottom, up staircases and down others and in and out of umpteen rooms, we returned to the playroom. Then after 1 hour, when we saw many rooms in the house, upstairs, down, up staircases, down staircases, top to bottom, and out of umpteen means many or a lot, many rooms when they saw in the house, they all returned to the playroom again. Our large toy box has been placed against the far wall of the room, as the room was very large and the toy box was kept against the far wall of the playroom. And Matilda went straight to it to unpack some toys. Then Matilda ran towards the toy box and just she wanted to unpack it. She wanted to take out some of the toys from the toy box. She took out what she needed and then, answering a call from mother upstairs, ran off to find out why she was being summoned. As she was taking out toys from the box, she took out what she was needed. Then by the time mother called her, summon means to call upon. She was called by her mother, and Matilda just ran off to find out why she was called. She went to listen her mother. I stood in silence, alone in the large room. I means Tom. Tom was all alone in that playroom. It was then that I heard for the first time a feeble cry, followed by a long moan. When Tom was all alone in that room, for the first time he heard a feeble cry. Feeble cry means very weak cry. Means somebody was crying in that room, followed by a long moan. And that cry was followed by a long moan. Moan means low sound of pain. Okay, so he heard the cry, feeble cry. It seemed that somebody was crying there. It seemed to come from the box, but this was just not possible. He felt that sound is coming from that box, from the toy box. Is it possible? A toy box can cry? No. So, perhaps a cat has entered the room. I thought to myself, or it's my imagination. Tom also thought that from the toy box, he cannot hear the cry, toy box cannot cry. Maybe any cat has entered into the room, or it is his own imagination. Now, dear children, I hope this much you understood. In the next class, we will see whether it was really the cry of a cat, it was the sound of the cat, or his own imagination. Dear children, all of you read this chapter very carefully, twice, thrice, and understand it. Learn the word meanings, underline the difficult words and learn their spellings. This is your homework. I hope you will do it with great interest. Thank you.